करना।
थोड़ा सा लाउड बोलो, समझ नहीं आया।
टास्क 5 जो दिया था कल, एक बार कोड शो करना।
हाँ, ओके, एक मिनट। सो इज माय स्क्रीन विजिबल टू?
यस सर। सर इसमें
हाँ, बताइए सर, इसमें क्या है?
जो अलर्ट डायलॉग डॉट बिल्डर यूज किया है, तो सर ये
हाँ,
किस लिए यूज किया है, मतलब डॉट बिल्डर करके?
देखिए, अभी हम सिर्फ ये अलर्ट डायलॉग डायरेक्ट यूज करेंगे ना, तो सिर्फ वो एक हमें एक बॉक्स देगा, जो हमने दिखाया था ना, वो बॉक्स देगा। लेकिन अगर उस बॉक्स में अगर आपको टाइटल चेंज करना है, क्या कुछ तो मैसेज सेट करना है, बटन सेट करना है, तो उसके लिए एक बिल्डर चाहिए होता है हमें। मतलब जो अलर्ट डायलॉग को थोड़ा हमें मॉडिफाई करके देगा, जैसे जैसे टाइप का हमें चाहिए उस टाइप का। उसके लिए पहले बिल्डर से मॉडिफाई करते हैं हम अलर्ट डायलॉग को, और उसके बाद अलर्ट डायलॉग क्रिएट करते हैं। यहाँ देखिए, आप क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, फिर उसके बाद शो करेंगे हम।
सर सर जो मैंने अ, जो आपने टास्क दिया था सर, उसमें ये जो बाकी सारे फंक्शन वर्क कर रहे हैं, लेकिन सर जो ये नेगेटिव बटन बनाया है
ओके।
नो वाला, सर इसमें
ओके
अपने
सर।
एक टोस्ट यूज किया था, और उसमें लिखा था कि वेलकम बैक यूजर, तो सर वो शो नहीं हो रहा है, बाकी सब वर्क कर रहा है।
अभी मैंने आपका टास्क तो अभी देखा नहीं, क्योंकि आप सुबह सबमिट किया था। तो आपकी स्क्रीन प्रेजेंट कर दो मुझे, मैं बता दूंगा आपको।
सर बट मैं प्रेजेंट नहीं कर सकता, क्योंकि सर मैंने जो एंड्रॉइड स्टूडियो इंस्टॉल उबंटू में किया हुआ है, और अभी मैंने विंडो ओपन की हुई है, विंडोज। ओके।
ओके, एक मिनट, ओके, फिर मैं आपका कोड डाउनलोड करके देखता हूँ।
ओके सर।
तब तक कोई दूसरा डाउट है किसी को?
Yes, please ask if you have any doubts.
Ramya ma'am, is there any doubt?
No, sir, no doubts.
Okay. तो ओके सर, मैं बाद में डाउनलोड करता हूँ, अभी डाउनलोड करूँगा तो मीट भी इंटरप्ट होगी, मेरे भी उतना कनेक्शन इशू थोड़ा है।
ओके
तो
सर।
मैं आपको बाद में आपका कोड डाउनलोड करके बता देता हूँ क्या एरर है।
ओके सर।
Okay. So if there are no doubts, we will start with our today's task.
यस सर।
Okay, sir.
Is my emulator visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In lots of modern apps, you have seen the navigation like this, bottom navigation, right?
यस
Lots
सर।
of like, if you see the updated Facebook version, they have the same navigation type, but on the top of here app, right? To change your feed section to explore section, right? So that is nothing
Yes,
but
sir.
the bottom section, bottom navigation button. But in Facebook, you can see they have used it on the top of it, but we mainly use it on the bottom side. So we are going to learn how to build this stuff. Here you can see I am having one bottom navigation, and then I have one screen where these are the fragments basically. Fragment. These are not the whole activity. I am having only one activity here. This is the whole one activity, and in this activity I am having one bottom navigation, and in that the same activity I am changing the fragments. These are the fragments which are changing here. You can see the screen is changing from home fragment to the about fragment, then to the help fragment. These are the fragments inside it which are changing. So today we'll build that. Here is the Let me create one new project. So here you can see the Android Studio also provide us with the layout of the bottom navigation activity. This is the built-in layout which we can use directly with our bottom navigation. But we will, but sometimes we need the custom navigation where we want some of the other like effects on our navigation or curved navigations. That time we should make our own navigation button. So this will have the default style. If you don't want the default style, you can make it custom from. So we will select the empty activity. That is clear. Okay, this is our activity .xml. Now I don't want this hello world text, so I'll remove this hello world text. The next thing I want is the bottom navigation. Here you can search here bottom navigation. Now you can see we have two options: bottom app bar and bottom navigation. We want this bottom navigation view. Drag and drop here. Now you can see it is taking the whole screen here, but the bottom navigation should take the only menu at the bottom. So make this wrap content and wrap content. Okay, and then add some constraints. Now you can see it is totally, it doesn't have don't have any values here, so it will minimize it to. So here you can see in my bottom navigation I have three options: home, about, and help. Yeah, before making these three options I need this vector assets, right? I need the vector asset. So we will add this vector asset. The first one is named same as home. You can see. The next one which we want is named as info. And the next vector asset we want is the help button. Whichever you can choose from. Now you can see I have three drawtables here with vector assets. Now I have to create this one. So this, how you can include it, you have to create one separate menu option. In that menu option you have to write this three items, and then you have to include it in your bottom navigation. So for that, first we have to create one new menu option. So just right click on your resource file, go into new, go into Android resource file, check here, make sure you are just selecting the resource type as the menu, and then add anything to your menu, create it. Now here we want three options. One is home, about, and help. So I will add an item here. ID will be first one, home. Right. Now I will set the title as home, and then I will set an icon. This one icon, right? Here you can see it is created one home item here. The next item you want an idea of about, title as about, and icon, right? Close it. On the next item, ID should be help, title should be help, the icon. I can see we have created the three items in our menu list. Now I have to include this menu list in our bottom navigation. So here you can come here in your bottom navigation and just add the menu option. Okay. Now make sure you are making it hide as a wrap content. Yes. Now you can see the options are enabled. Now, when I click on this option, I want to change here the fragment. Yeah. So first I have to create 3 fragments named as home, about, and help. So come here in your main activity folder. Go in new fragment. Here you can see the fragment option. In this fragment option, select the blank fragment. Just name it whatever you want. Okay. I want 2 other fragments. The another one. Yes. Now you can see the 3 fragments I created, but here I have lots of comments and other stuff. Like, but we don't want this comments. Let's remove it. Make sure you are keeping this empty constructor because we need that. And you can delete all the things, and you can keep only this on create view method here. In all the other fragments, I will do the same. I'll delete all the, and I will only keep the empty constructor and one on create view. Yeah, home fragment. Yes. And in our fragment XML, I want the first to be named as home fragment, and I will set the text style as bold and text size let's say 26 sp, and I will give it an gravity of center. Right, I'll copy this and I'll put it in area other file. Change it here. This is a help fragment. Yes. Now I have the 3 fragments here. I want to add this fragment in our main activity, but I'll close this all over. Open now. Okay. You can see now when I click on this options, I want to change this fragment here, but you can see I don't have any content view to display my fragments here. To display your fragments, you need something here layout. So for that, I will create a frame layout here. Will match parent and match parent. Okay. And I will constrain it the top, start, and end. But make sure you are keeping the bottom constraint on above of your bottom navigation, because I don't want, you can see my fragment is above this bottom navigation. If you make the bottom constraint as a parent, it will just be in front of this bottom navigation and you can't see the bottom navigation. So if you want your bottom navigation to be visible, make sure you are adding the bottom constraint on top of your bottom navigation. Yes. Now add match constraint, it will adjust itself. You can see this frame layout I adjusted. Now I need an ID to it. Frame layout. And this has an idea of bottom navigation. Yeah. So we will start to set the click listeners for that options. First I need bottom navigation view. And you by at the bottom navigation view. Yes. Then when I click on this bottom navigation view, I want to set something. You can see your option. You have got the method set on navigation item selected listener. New bottom navigation, you can select a listener. Okay. The method is created now. Here I can include the click listeners. but you can see I don't have only one option in here. I have three different options here, right? So here you can see it is giving me an item. When I set on click listener to it, I will use this item as in switch item dot get item id. So what it will do, here you can see in our menu layout, I gave an id to all the items, right? So when I click on this click on the any of the option, this method will provide me the id from this menu list. Okay, then I can take this id and do something with it. So first make sure you're returning true. I don't want the false here. Then I will add case. The first case will be when I got the home option, right? You can see the first option is the home option. When I get that id, I want to set here the home fragment on my display. When I click on the home button, so we can, so when we used to change the one activity to another activity, we use the intent, right? So while we are dealing with the fragment, there is other method called fragment transaction. And call it transaction is equal to get support fragment manager dot begin transaction. Okay, by this method you can start the, it is basically intent like method but for the fragments. Then I want to do transaction dot replace. What I want to replace? I want to replace this frame layout with my fragment. So first I will include the content view, which is the frame layout, and then I'll pass the home fragment here. It will replace this frame layout with the home fragment, and we will start this fragment dot commit. Okay. So when I click on the home option, my home fragment will be on inside our frame layout. So the next will add the about. When I click the about option, I need the about fragment. Good. Get support fragment manager, the begin transaction, and replace r.id dot frame layout to about fragment. Then dot commit. For our second case, the third case is the help button, right? Again, fragment transaction equal to get support fragment manager dot begin transaction. Right? So all the fragments are working, but I'm missing something. I'm using the switch statement, but I'm not using the break here. So when you're using switch, we have to include the break at each case here, right? Now, when I run my app, let's close this first step. Yes, now you can see my app is launched, but I'm not getting the home fragment here when I'm selected as home. But when I click on the about, I'm getting the about fragment. And when I'm clicking to the help, I'm getting the help fragment. And when I again click on the home fragment, I'm getting the home fragment here. That is why, because I have set it that home fragment only be visible when I click on the home. I have not set it on default. So I want this to be created when I start my app also, right? So when I run it again, now this time it will give me the home fragment here. So you can change here, the fragments will change according to it. Now here is, it will work fine, but we can still optimize this code. How we can optimize this? You can see at the each of every case we are starting this fragment transaction and ending it, right? So instead of starting and ending it on the all the sites, we can just cut it from here, paste it here. We can remove all of this. Change it to transaction. And also you can remove this end one and I'll keep it here. If I run it again, it is still working, but our code is little bit optimized here, because we are not starting the fragment manager again and again, and not we are closing it again and again. We are doing it only once. Are there any doubts here?
Sir, it is okay, sir, but it is little bit tricky, sir. Going one activity to multiple activities
Yeah,
at a time. We
yeah.
couldn't
Now
get it clearly, sir.
we are discussing this. Yeah, we have discussed a lot of easier topic, but now we have to start with the real concepts, right? So the first thing which I included was the bottom navigation in my XML file. The next thing, I want one content view to display my fragments. So for that content view, I am including the frame layout here. Okay, to display my fragments. Then the next thing I did was I created one menu file in which I listed all the items I want in my bottom navigation. I want 3 items, which is home, about, and health. So I created that all 3 options here. Then I included that menu option here. Yeah, here the menu. Okay, to my bottom navigation view. So it will add the menu options here in bottom navigation. The next thing I wanted to do is when I click on this, I want to change this frame layout in my fragment views. So first I created the fragments, which are basically empty. Yes, all these are empty. Then in my main activity, I set the on click listener on my bottom navigation view. Okay. The next thing what I did, I used the switch method to get the IDs. So I can switch according to that. I use the condition as item.get item ID. So it will provide my ID name from here in my switch condition. So when I get the ID name, I can check it with this case. So whichever it will be the ID, it will change the transaction with that fragment. Yes. Anything you have doubts like? Lokesh, sir, Praveena ma'am, any other doubts?
No, sir.
Sir, I request you to send the video, sir, recorded video for reference.
Okay. Are there any doubts but in the code? Like
Sir,
you didn't understand what? Yeah, ma'am.
sir, some maps have the camera accessing option, right? Like
Yeah,
what,
ma'am.
sir? There will be 4 options in navigation, and one option is of
Okay.
camera, and if we click on that camera button, it will access our phone
Yeah,
camera.
you can add on another item here in your menu list. Sure.
In which page we have to write the
ID.
code for accessing camera, sir?
first you have to include the fourth option here, right?
Yes, sir. After that,
So to include that option, I am creating one another menu option here. That's a camera. Okay. So here it will be added as a camera, but I'm not adding the icon here, so it is not visible. So now the thing is, you can see the labels are not visible, right? In my old, where is it? I think it got deleted. So the thing is, here you can see the labels are not visible. So how you can make it? You have the property as label visibility mode, selected, auto labeled and unlabeled. When you select it at a labeled, it will show all the labels. When you select the option as selected, it will only show the label of whichever button you are on selected. I am selected here home option, it is only showing only the home label here. If I select on the info button, it will show me the info button. So for now, we will take it as a labeled. And the thing is, when you come here, you have to add another case here with r.id.camera. And in this fragment, you have to create one new fragment. Let's say it is our camera fragment. And in this on create view, you can pass that intent to the camera, but like we have used that intent before. We have set that on click listener, but you can directly add it here intent. Then it will open the camera itself, like the WhatsApp.
okay, sir.
You have to add in this, you have to go in your fragment and you can add that intent is equal to new intent media store dot action image capture, then it will open the camera. Any other thoughts or any other features? Yes, Ramya ma'am or Lokesh sir?
No, sir. No doubts.
Lokesh sir?
No, sir. No.
Sir,
Yeah, ma'am.
sir, WhatsApp has sliding feature,
Yes,
like not clicking the button.
okay.
Just by sliding, we will move from one fragment to another fragment.
We will cover it in our upcoming task.
Okay,
That
sir.
has to do with the scroll listeners. That is a little bit trickier than this, because there we have to set the width of how much you are scrolling and all the other things. So it will be
Okay.
little tricky than that. So
Okay,
for
sir.
now we will deal with the click listeners only. You can do so. All of you can do this task, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, sir,
Yeah.
how to add the database to
Any
the
other?
app,
Yeah.
sir? How to add the database to the app,
Yeah,
sir?
we are going to build some more. Yeah, in our upcoming task, we are going to deal with the Firebase database. It is a cloud computing database. Here you can see I have one database created here, which is my like chatting app. You can see I have the authentication feature in my database, where I can authenticate my users with their email and password, which every user will be having the unique UID in my real-time database, Firestore database. It will take some time to go. Yeah, I'm using the real-time database. So here you can see this is our real-time database. Here if you add something, it will be visible in our database also. The same thing will be we will be teaching this all the how can you can authenticate the users, how can you add the database here. We will be doing it in the upcoming class now.
Okay, sir.
Here you can see. Can if I message hey from my app, it will be stored in our database. Then we can retrieve it on in our app. You can see the messages are there, the users, all the users' phone, mobile number, their profile picture, the user ID, UID. Okay, we are going to build this all the things.
Okay,
Any
sir.
other doubts here? Any other things or any other things you want me to teach in upcoming class? Yes. Any suggestions? What I can
Yes,
cover?
please ask.
Yes.
If you want to learn more things like on new topics, then please share.
Yeah. We can schedule your task according to you guys. Whatever you want, we can
Yeah.
cover that.
Yes.
Sir,
Any suggestions?
whatever you're giving task every day, it was really good, sir. So that flow is enough, sir. Maybe.
Um,
Like even it is like
yeah, you can ask in some other like
yeah.
the custom and bottom navigation view, like anything else, which will be not or any you if you want any other big project like or something app or whichever you want to work like that.
And like it is good for you if you are performing all
Any
the
project,
tasks on daily basis.
yeah. Any project suggestion which we can start. If
Yeah.
you are going to start project, you have to all you have to work in a team, right? So
Yes,
any
sir.
project suggestions or anything, yeah, which project we can do?
And yeah, Abhinandan sir is always there to help you. So no issues in that.
Which
Sir,
project you
after
want me to
completion
show?
of
Eli.
sir, after completing these kind of tasks, we will get an idea for which project
No,
is
ma'am,
better to
here
put.
is the thing. Here is the thing. Yeah, man, but you all guys have to understand one thing here. In this world, no, there is not there a single course which can cover all the topics from the Android Studio. There are lots of features in Android development. You not a single course can cover it. We have to you if you know how you can find the new features, if you know how you can resolve your own errors, you will be able to learn those new features. There are lots of things to learn in Android development. So not every course you can teach you each and everything from this. So that's why I'm asking the suggestion from you guys so that we can give the task on that basis.
And if you have anything like small doubts, then you can ask that too.
Uh, if you want to develop your projects on the professional level, you have to be experienced with the how your errors are occurring, how you can resolve it. You can go on the Stack Overflow. I will show that Stack Overflow. This is the website on which you can get each and error you are getting in your Android Studio. You need to just type your error here, you will get the resolutions. Like the Java community and Android Studio community is so old, so whichever error you are getting, that errors are occurred with the other users and other lots of users are already resolved it. So if you come here and you can type here like I'm getting the null pointer exception error. You can see the first thing I get this website, the Stack Overflow, that Gigs for Gigs. So yeah, it is a Stack Overflow website. You can see if I get the null pointer exception error, you can see the doubts. You can see the answers here. You can see the 12 answers are there. If you upload your code here, they will answer you. The developers are all from this community, from Java community and Android Studio community. They will answer your all the errors, or you can find the same kind of error in your. You can see here. This is the Android Studio and Java projects. You can find any errors here. Okay, if you get any errors, you need to just copy it from your terminal. If you get any errors, it will be occurring here. Like I am having the warnings here for. If I get errors, it will be visible to me here, or when I run this app, it will be visible to me here. Okay, so you just need to copy it from the any. If I getting this error, you need to copy and paste it in here, and eventually you will get that answer from the Stack Overflow. Okay, and if you want to learn some new things, there is a developer developer page for Android Studio. It is the official Google page. You can see the developers.android.com. In this, you can learn all the things which features is included in the user guide. You can go here. You can see the lots of options they give, the lots of troubleshooting options they give, lots of tests. We haven't included how to do the unit testings and Jenkins in your Android Studio. This is the thing where you can find all the new features of the SDK, new features of the what is the Android Studio is building on the beta version, alpha version. You can get here any new features, any old features in the Kotlin or in the Java, whichever language you want, right? So these things you should know as a developer, because not all the courses are going to cover all the things. You need to find it out. Any other doubt?
Any other doubts?
Yes, ma'am.
No, sir.
Sir, how to build the face recognition app in mobile phone, sir? That is contain entire
Yeah,
database,
that
na?
is related. If you are doing the face recognition, you have to dealing with the machine learning, ma'am. You need to you have to include some of the like Python code in it.
And do Python in Android Studio, sir? Is there any possibility to code in Android Studio with Python?
We can no, like you can add some like libraries. If you can see, let's say now you can see in our Android Studio there is an image view, right? Image view, which is a rectangular in shape, right?
Yes, sir.
It is rectangular shape. But if you want the rounded corners, then you can go and search for the circular image view, right? And here you can see I will get this GitHub recommendation, GitHub page, which they have built the dependency here. This is the wrong. Yeah, you can see the dependency is here. If I include this dependency in my project, I will be able to use this the circular image view. So if I include this same in my module level Gradle build, you can see the dependencies are there. If I add those dependencies here and I come back to my XML file, and if I try to add an image view, it will be in circular shape now. So there are the things which are developed by the third party applications. So you can go and find out there. If you're going to the face recognition app, you have to include something machine learning concepts now.
Okay, sir. Okay.
There are the things which are made easier by the third party libraries. You can search, you can get the third party libraries on by searching it everywhere, or you can go and search from the YouTube. Like in YouTube also there are a lot of videos to cover the Android Studio concepts. Any other thing? Is there any project suggestion which you want me to do?
Sir, food delivery app
Yeah.
like Zomato.
Okay. Any other suggestions? We can do that. Any other suggestions for the projects? Yes, Ramam ma'am or Praveen, any suggestion from your side? Hello.
Guys, if you have any
Am I
suggestions,
audible?
then please share. Just so you are. Rama ma'am, Pravina ma'am.
Ravina ma'am and Rama ma'am. Any suggestion from your side?
Sir, in the some games like Temple Run and Submarine, that kind of games, some coins are visible, no, sir? So how
You
can
have to include
code
the
it as a coin?
GUI stuff there. GUI stuff you have to include there. That will be
Okay,
a
sir.
lot more different concept than basically building the Android app. There you have to include the graphic stuff also. So give me a suggestion related to our Android apps, which you can see in the real world right now. Ravina, any suggestion from your side?
Sir, we will think
Yeah.
about them and I will suggest later.
Okay.
Okay, okay, no
Yeah.
problem.
You can think about it. Anything related to the Android Studio projects you want to build. See, if you are applying for the job also, they will see your projects. We need projects in our resume. So if you are dealing with when you are applying for the jobs, uh, they will accept you to have some kind of knowledge with the API, some kind of knowledge with the cloud databases, some kind of knowledge with the of local databases like SQLite or shared preferences. You have to know the other third party libraries like Glide, Picasso, and all. So if you are applying a job as an Android developer, they will see your projects and they will see what kind of libraries you have used in your project. If you are doing with the API, if you are doing with the cloud database, it will be good for your resume. So that's why I'm asking suggestion from your side. So you can build some apps which will also will be helpful for you while applying the jobs and all that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
You can think about it and give your suggestions. So if there are no doubts from the professors, we will end this meeting. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.